fitness, adventure and travel, fashion, beauty, entertainment, and more. Welcome to the Aidan Mack Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Aidan Mack Show. It's unreal that Valentine's Day is almost here. Time flies. It kind of feels like I'm sitting on a train, looking through the window, and as the train moves, I feel like each holiday is passing by. Then the train stops, I come out, and there's Happy Valentine's Day everywhere. All right, life, slow down, will ya? Anyway, Valentine's Day is really one of my favorite holidays. Whether I'm in a relationship or single, I still enjoy Valentine's Day. The meaning of the holiday for me is loving yourself and loving others. You can't love other people if you don't love yourself. It's really important to love yourself so you can love other people. And that's why I feel my definition of Valentine's Day makes sense. Love yourself and love others. I think Valentine's Day applies to both single people and those in relationships. Some people say, oh, but I don't have a boyfriend. Come on, there are many things you can enjoy on Valentine's Day. Treat yourself. You deserve time with and for yourself. Anyway, I'm really excited about this episode because ever since I started my website, aidanmack.com, I've written several posts about Valentine's Day over the years, until now where I'm finally shooting an episode on Valentine's Day. Yay! I was thinking about what to talk about for today's episode. I thought about Saint Valentine and how this one saint made the holiday we celebrate today. As I was doing my research, I was like, unreal. And I wanted to share it with you all. I want to let everyone know, before I dive into the origin of the story about Saint Valentine, it's still speculations. I just want to clear that up with you all. I decided to pick one story I found and give you guys the full scoop about it. Did you know there were 3 priests all named Saint Valentine? The first was from Rome, Italy. The second was from former Intermana, Italy, but now currently Terni, Italy. And the third was from province of Africa. It's still unknown as to why the Saint Valentine from Africa was killed. There were also many other priests killed as well. They were all martyred, which means someone who strongly believes in a religion or idea and got killed for their belief. All 3 of the Saint Valentines I mentioned were martyred. Going back to the first Saint Valentine from Rome, which back at that time was ruled by King Claudius II, he was a really horrible person. He did awful things. He was involved in a lot of unpopular, bloody behaviors. He was involved with beheadings and cutting off limbs, and overall involved with the slow process of torturing and killing people. The list goes on of the horrendous things he'd done. Anyway, Claudius tried to recruit a lot of men to make his army strong, but he had a hard time recruiting men due to the fact that many men were not willing to join the army because of their strong commitment to their wives and families. Claudius was furious and decided to ban marriage altogether. That's how Saint Valentine came to be. A priest who blatantly ignored Claudius's order, he still continued to wed countless of couples who wanted to get married. Claudius caught wind of this and ordered Saint Valentine to be thrown in jail. While in jail, he often saw another inmate's daughter who visited her father while he was in jail. That inmate's daughter and Saint Valentine developed a friendship. It was then when Saint Valentine knew his time was coming to an end. and wrote a letter to his own daughter. At the end of the letter, he wrote, "Farewell, your Valentine." And it's because of that which made the impact of the holiday we celebrate today. In the end, Saint Valentine was sentenced to be attacked by clubs and then beheaded. That's what happened and why we show respect on Valentine's Day. Another origin of Valentine's Day comes from the pagan holiday Feast of Lupercalia, which basically was a fertility ritual celebration with the goal to purify the town and avert evil spirits away, in the hopes of people becoming more fertile and reproducing more, which was pretty unreal to read about. It was celebrated from February 13th to the 15th. During the ritual, they killed 2 goats and 2 puppies for sacrificial purposes. The sacrifices were to ensure love, fertility, and overall health. After the animals were sacrificed, young women were lined up and were hit with thongs to make sure that they were in fact fertile. These young women really believed in the holiday, but experienced a lot of abuse and torture. They literally had a box filled with names of young women and would pick out names and start the ritual. Having sex under the influence of alcohol was involved. It wasn't nice to know that women back then were considered property and were treated inhumanely, and how long it continued, until Pope Gelasius caught wind of this and did not approve. He decided to abolish Feast of Lupercalia, reclaimed, changed, and announced it to be St. Valentine's Day, to honor and love God, which was his purpose as a pope. There's a lot of talk out there that it's a possibility that the combination of the pagans' Feast of Lupercalia and the murder and beheading of Saint Valentine are the origins of the holiday today. Unreal story, right? I hope you all enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and share my show. Thank you, Casey and Dominic, for your time interpreting my show. Thanks, guys. Bye.